got to hold the button down for just a minute.
Is it on yet? You hear that, by the way? Hello? I cannot hear you if you're talking. Just go ahead and start talking. Bring it up what they're doing.
And before we get the inaugural game for the Knights home opener for the 2014-2015 season, we will be honoring the players from last year who was the first team to make it to the state title game on their way to a fourth place finish.
Number 3, Justin Bain. Number 4, Logan England. Number 10, Mike Pinkley. Number 12, Devin Nagel. Number 20, Eli Pratt. Number 21, Brett Mann. Number 23, Aaron Vargas. Number 24, Garrett Callahan. Number 25, Jordan Ingram. Number 32, DJ Hardy. And number 34, Jordan Visser. These 14 boys came to the season with high expectations. But like last year's team, the games before the Central Christmas Tournament did not go as hoped. However, they quickly turned their 2-4 record into a 6-4 record for the Central Christmas Tournament title. They would continue on the hot streak by only losing to Sykeston during the month of January.
I didn't hear anything.
Once February hit, they faced their greatest adversity of the season, with losses to Jackson, Potosi, Cape Notre Dame, and Pacific. However, they found a way to shrug off their losses by playing their strongest basketball at the end of the season. Their path included a district tournament win against the Central Rebels, a sectional win against the Cape Central Tigers, and a quarterfinal win against Bayless before playing at one of the most competitive Final Fours in state history. Their run to the state's Final Four will be a moment in time that this high school will never forget. So to the 2013-2014 Farmington Knights varsity basketball team, thank you for the memories. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, your 2013-2014 Farmington Knights varsity basketball team.
Hey, Maddie. Soda commercial. Let me know when you're in commercial.
They said they can't hear me to cut to commercial.
Achieving perfect balance is the key to a balanced life.
Do I achieve balance, Master?
Patience. Mercy.
Are you finally satisfied, Master?
I'm sorry?
I said, are you finally satisfied?
Come in for a handcrafted steak burger and milkshake at Steak and Shake.
Way, way down near the equator in the land of the tropics where the amazing Arabica tree grows, it can take up to 4 years for a tree to bear cherries. Then there's the picking, the sorting, the wet milling, the dry milling, the sorting again, the grading, the packing, the shipping, the blending, the roasting, the grinding, the taste testing, the taste testing, the taste testing, and finally, the brewing. And that's us, shedding light on the process of our unique blend that is always the perfect cup of McCafe coffee.
Mineral Area College, your next step. Enroll today at mineralarea.edu.
Zestier, cheesier, and always something new packed with fresh ingredients. Make sure to bring the kids on Wednesdays for only 99 cents. CC's Pizza in Farmington. We'll see you there.
With everything always improving, why is our banking falling behind? With monthly service fees and ATMs that take your money right back. Introducing Kasasa. Free hard-working accounts. You'll earn when you bank and earn when you swipe. And get those ATM fees back in your pocket. Free checking with rewards. Carried locally at Belgrade State Bank. Do you, Kasasa?
Zestier, cheesier, and always something new packed with fresh ingredients. And don't forget the wings for only 50 cents on Sundays and Mondays. CC's Pizza in Farmington. We'll see you there.
Ah, the $4 menu presents many options, yet grants us only one stomach.
Master?
How does one decide between the original double and cheese or the fresh guacamole steak burger, the garlic double steak burger, or an all-beef Chicago-style footlong?
How do you decide, Master?
Pictures.
The $4 menu, where all meals are under $4 at Steak and Shake.
Zestier, cheesier, and always something new packed with fresh ingredients. All you can eat for only $5.55. CC's Pizza in Farmington. We'll see you there.
America loves a fish fry. And in the Corktown part of Detroit, there's a place called Nancy Whiskey's that's famous for one. Nothing fancy, just a tasty good time. But you don't have to go to Nancy's for fish that taste that special. Just come on over to Long John Silver's. Rediscover the taste you love. Long John Silver's, we're America's fish fry.
Mineral Area College, your next step. Enroll today at mineralarea.edu.
Why must we wear these blindfolds, Master?
Fulfilling one's hunger at Steak and Shake requires heightened senses. The scent of handcrafted steak burgers, quick seared on the grill, singing in harmony with delicious hand-dipped milkshakes. Found it!
Come in for a handcrafted steak burger and milkshake at Steak and Shake.
Mineral Area College, your next step. Enroll today at mineralarea.edu.
Choosing from the $4 menu is not for the indecisive. Incredible values await. Behold the original double steak burger meal, the taco salad and chili cheese footlong meals, the garlic double steak burger meal.
What's that sound, Master?
Kung Fu elbow. Try it.
The $4 menu, where all meals are under $4 at Steak and Shake.
Oh, big wave.
That is everywhere, isn't it? Okay, hey. Hey, Jennifer. Can you guys turn to each other and share?
Do you want to go get a Happy Meal?
Yeah! This time it better not be a joke.
Who's excited about a Happy Meal?
Divorce has many fears. Losing a child doesn't have to be one of them.
Hi, I'm Jim Willis. I've been practicing law in the Farmington area since 1986. Divorce is a very difficult time. You don't have to go through it alone. Please give me the opportunity to help you.
Special sauce?
At an undisclosed McDonald's location, there is a club. Inside, the best of the best gather. And tonight, they welcome their newest member, Mr. LeBron James. And what does one serve the best basketball player in the world? The new Bacon Clubhouse sandwich, of course. 100% pure beef or chicken on a new artisan roll, all with our famous Big Mac special sauce. Because everyone deserves the best. There's something for everyone to love at McDonald's.
You should serve it to everyone.
We're always looking for better ways to do things, but with some banks, better for them isn't always better for you.
You've reached Megabank. Press 1 to hear your current balance. Press 2 to hear these options again.
Introducing free Kasasa checking. When you do stuff for us, like swipe your debit card or get e-statements, we make it even better for you with cash back and refunds on ATM fees. Kasasa, carried locally at Belgrade State Bank. Do you, Kasasa?
How close is the current commercial to being done? Don't switch back yet. Keep running this.
Achieving perfect balance is the key to a balanced life.
Do I achieve balance, Master?
Patience.
Mercy. Are you finally satisfied, Master?
I'm sorry?
I said, Are you finally satisfied?
Come in for a handcrafted steak burger and milkshake at Steak and Shake.
Hello and welcome to this edition, the first home game of the Farmington Knights 2014-2015 season. I'm Jack Pinkley, and the Knights got off to a rough start this year up in the Vianney tournament, losing 3 games, winning 1. I'm sorry. Start they usually have before the Christmas tournament, which will be played starting next Friday. The Knights come back returning 1 starter from their last year Final Four team. That's power forward Jordan Ankrum. All the rest of the starters, including Aaron Hargis tonight with a Grant Waddell injury, were juniors last year who did also make to stay with the team. Cape Central is bringing back a couple starters. Some key ones include number 3, Al Young. He was also played on their football team. He's a very athletic player and can easily turn this game into a blowout. And same with Andre Statham, who is a 6'6" forward. Also played football. He's a senior this year. Both of those guys were on the team that the Knights beat in the sectional game last year. And as the teams warm up to get this game underway, the Knights are looking very sizable opponents. This is usually where they start their run after the Vianney tournament, which we've only won 4 games in 5 years at.
Jack, last year the team made it all the way to the Final Four, as we mentioned earlier. We saw the ceremony earlier, and Statham was a handful down low, but Ankrum was able to corral him and played a really good defensive game. And I'd say if the Knights are going to win this game, Ankrum's going to have to play like he did toward the end of the year last year. He was an anchor for this team.
Ankrum was and always is a big player when he steps out on the court, and he's going to be their anchor this year as well. He also brings the emotion to the team. He always is on top of his game emotionally and physically.
As I was telling you just a minute ago, Jack, the X factor to me is Aaron Hargis, as I believe he's going to start in place of Grant Waddell, who has injured his groin. And Coach Callahan said he was going to hold him out just to make sure. Didn't want to hurt him unnecessarily getting back too soon. The groin's kind of a nagging injury that can stay around for a while. So to me, Aaron Hargis is going to have to step up and play big and hit a few shots when he's got the open opportunity, as well as distribute the ball, because the Knights are going to need someone to do that, as your brother Mike is more of a shooting guard than a point guard himself, and so Hargis is going to have to limit his turnovers.
As the starting lineups for both teams are about to be announced, as we're moments away from this game getting underway. As we'll start with the national anthem. And we're going to start with the Cape Central Tiger starting lineup. Number 3, Al Young. Number 5, Peyton Montgomery. Number 23, Chase Haggerty. And 33, Andre Statham. And here's your starting lineups for the Farmington Knights. Connor Gage. Mike Pinkley. Aaron Hargis.
He's going to have to play big tonight in Grant Waddell's shoes.
Number 25, Jordan Ankrum. And number 34, Jordan Pfister.
One thing that's similar about this year's team from last year's team, Jack, is a lot of seniors, once again. We know Statham and Young are the key to this game. And I'd say that one of those guys, either one, is probably going to get their share of points. If they can stop one of them and not let both of them go off tonight, they'll have a pretty good shot at winning this game. Connor Gage is going to have to man up down low though against these guys. They're going to play real physical.
And Cape Central wins the tip. Al Young with the ball. He's going to start dribbling. He's guarded by Aaron Hargis. He kicks it out to Redden at the top of the court. And they're going to pass it in. Number 5, Montgomery. Guarded by Pinkley.
Looks like they're playing some type of matchup zone.
Screen on Pinkley. Montgomery drives in. Kicks out to Redden. Redden mishandles it. Pulls up. And a travel call before the block by Connor Gage. So the Knights get away with that one. And Cape Central will immediately go into the press. And Farmington breaks it easily as Aaron Hargis dribbles across the half-court line. He's going to kick it to Mike. Mike's going to fake the shot, dribble in, kick to Connor. Connor's going to kick it back out. Mike's going to take the shot, and he's going to get the triple. And the Knights will start off with a 3-point shot by Mike Pinkley. Montgomery drives in. He's going to kick it out. Redden. Cape Central tries to get a three of their own, but can't. Rebound by Statham, knocked out by Pinkley. And out Statham. The Knights have the ball. And Cape Central tried to answer that three, but couldn't. And then followed by a mishandled rebound. Andre Statham. And Ankrum throws it into Pfister. Pfister to Pinkley. Pinkley not wanting to get in that corner. You get trapped easily. Gets it to Hargis. Hargis is going to take it in. Going to cape outside the key. Pfister. Pfister gets it to Pinkley in the corner. Down to Gage down low. Hargis for another three, and that's another triple for the Farmington Knights. They jump out to a quick 6-0 lead here as Al Young is trying to slow this game down.
And that's what the Knights need if they're going to have a chance tonight. Big shot from Hargis and Pinkley.
And Montgomery out on the three. Gets it down low. Back to Montgomery. Montgomery a long two, and he's going to cash that one in. So Cape Central with their first points as it's 6-2.
Looks like the Knights are content to let these other guys beat them.
And Ankrum from 15. Gage missed the rebound. And foul called before the shot. Travel, I'm sorry. So the Knights will get the ball on another sloppy play by Cape Central.
Seems like the Knights are content to let anybody, they're daring anybody to beat them but Young and Statham.
As the Knights once again break the press. Kick out to Pfister, third three of the night. Can't cash it in. Rebound by Statham.
Knights going to have to get on those offensive boards.
Statham's bringing the ball down the floor. He's going to kick it to Redden on the corner. Redden to Montgomery. Open three for Montgomery, and he gets that one in. Stolen ball by Redden. Redden's going to give it to Young. Young going for the layup, and he gets that one in. Timeout, Farmington.
The Knights, go up 6-0. But a quick 7-0 run there from Cape Central. It seemed like the Knights were content to let anybody else shoot the ball as long as Statham and Young didn't get an opportunity, as they left that guard out there, Montgomery, I believe, open for one mid-range jumper and one three-pointer.
And it's Peyton Montgomery, the early star for the Cape Central Tigers. He's got 5 of their 7 points. While Pinkley and Hargis both have a 3 each to get the Knights 6. Cape Central came out aggressive on defense early with a press, a full court press, but the Knights have broken it easy every single time they've had a chance. And they're going to try and break it again here. Pinkley's going to dribble it in himself. Couple of hand checks, and there's a foul on the shots. Foul on Redden, and Pinkley will go to the line for 2 shots. Pinkley's first, and it's in.
It's great to see these guys in really their first real home game action here against a tough team. Pinkley and Hargis specifically stepping up big for the Knights.
Pinkley gets both. So Knights take an 8-7 lead after those 2 free throws.
It's like a 1-3-1 half-court trap here the Knights are in.
Try to trap Montgomery out of the top. Then to Young. Now to Redden, back to Montgomery, back to Young. Young up to Redden on the top to Montgomery. And an oop and a dunk by Al Young.
And that's the weakness on the 1-3-1, that backside pass like that, and Cape Central took advantage of it.
And Hargis is going to have the ball out at the top. He's going to get it to Ankrum. Ankrum out back to Hargis. Hargis, quick kick to Pfister. Pfister for a second 3. No, he misses. And Connor Gage cannot come up with the rebound as Andre Statham gets called for the push. Pfister's 0 for 2 on his 3s. And Andre Statham gathers his first foul.
Like Gage and Hargis will go out of the game here, give way to Bader.
And Alex England.
Logan England's younger brother.
England's going to get it down low to Ankrum. Ankrum's going to pull up and can't grab it in. Missed rebound by Bader, and Al Young grabs the rebound.
I'm not sure the Knights have gotten an offensive board yet here tonight.
And Al Young, not even jumping, cashes in the 3-pointer. Knights slowing down the tempo of their offense here.
Cape Central's going to man now.
And steal by Al Young. And layup by Al Young. Let's see.
The Knights with 3 or 4 quick turnovers here after a hot start. Get them down 14-8.
Pinkley passes it to England. England down low to Ankrum. Ankrum goes up and misses. That's his 3rd miss of the night. And Young's got it in. He goes to Redden. Redden gets some points.
And another timeout here for Farmington. As they go down quick, 16-8. They were up 6-0 since that time. Cape Central's gone on a 16-2 run. So we'll go to a quick 30-second commercial here. We'll be right back.
Knights will start the ball here. They try to get quick three. Pinkley dribbles in, gives it out to Bader. Bader out to Ankrum, and they're going to set their offense back up. Scales out on the three-point line. Ankrum up top. England on the three-point line. He shoots a long three. Can't make it. And a reach-in foul. On Pinkley. Montgomery passes it in. DeYoung gets it right back. Kicks to Young on the corner. Young inside. Kicks it out. Back to Young. Young goes to Montgomery. Montgomery fakes a three, dribbles in. Back on three-point line, pulls up 15, two people in his face and makes it. That was Quayshawn Chisholm on the basket.
And an 18-2 run now for the Cape Central Tigers.
Knights are going to have to pull it together if they want to stay in this game. Scales going to kick it back out to England, top the three-point line. Pinkley's got it out on the wing. Gives it to Ankrum. Ankrum pulls up for three and makes it.
Finally stops the run as the Knights get on the board here. This is where the Knights are really going to have, we're going to see what they're made of here when their subs are in. Guys that haven't played a lot, except just a little in JV last year.
Chisholm loses the ball, gets it back to Young. Young will kick it back to Chisholm. Statham outside. Chisholm drives in, kicks it back out. Young for three. Or not Young, I'm sorry, Andre Statham for three.
And I remember that from last year. He would pull up sometimes from 2 or 3 feet behind the line for three.
Bader's up top. Back to England. And there's a foul on the play.
Ankrum really working hard down there. Number 23 for Cape Central, Haggerty, got the foul. Ankrum earned that foul.
And quick pass to Ankrum, and Ankrum with the easy bucket. Cape Central's slowing down their offense a bit. Montgomery gets it on the wing to Young. Right back out to Statham. He pulls up for another one and makes it again. Cape Central jumped out to an 11-point lead here in this first quarter.
The Knights are going to have to fight around those picks there.
And Ankrum slips and travels.
It's a very simple zone offense. We ran a play like that when I was in high school where you pass it across court, and then on the backside, you have two guys set picks and leaves the backside wing wide open, which is what Statham got in that last play. Knights trying to hang around here. They're going to have to keep these athletic guards for Cape Central at bay.
As Young handles it on the wing, gives it to Thompson. Thompson to Chisholm. Chisholm's going to drive, and he's got Statham out on the night head. 30 seconds left in the first quarter as Young has the ball. To Chisholm. And it looks like they might just run out the clock here on this first quarter, maybe try to get a last shot in. Back out to Statham. To Young.
Looks like they're just content to get the last shot here, up 11.
As they're keeping an eye on that clock. Out to Statham once again, wide open. Can't make this one. Young with the rebound and the tip in and the basket. So the Cape Central Tigers have a 26-13 lead, and the obvious leader for the Cape Central Tigers is Al Young.
Way, way down near the equator in the land of the tropics where the amazing Arabica tree grows, it can take up to 4 years for a tree to bear cherries. Then there's the picking, the sorting, the wet milling, the dry milling, the sorting again, the grading, the packing, the shipping, the blending, the roasting, the grinding, the taste testing, the taste testing, the taste testing, and finally, the brewing. And that's us, shedding light on the process of our unique blend that is always the perfect cup of McCafe coffee.
College. Your next step. Enroll today at mineralarea.edu.
And we start the second quarter. Hinckley and Ankrum play the entire first quarter, but they're getting their first break of the game as Hargis and Gage are back in. England's going to pick up the ball. He's going to pass it to Scales. Scales going to kick it right back. He's looking at Hargis in the corner, but he knows how athletic Statham is, and that's not a good choice. And a
telegraphed that.
Steal. Behind the back pass, he tried to get a little too fancy with that, and now Cape Central's going to have to set up their offense. Statham's going to get to Chisholm up top. Chisholm's going to drive in, try to get it to Thompson. Thompson mishandles it. Thompson to Chisholm. Chisholm drives, pulls up from 15, misses. Rebound by Connor.
Jump ball over to Cape Central.
As Montgomery got a hold of the rebound. Not Montgomery, I'm sorry, but number 23, Chase Haggerty, got a hold of the rebound, causing the jump ball. Quick tip into Young, and it rolls out. And Hargis grabs the rebound. Hargis is going to drive down, and he's going to slow it down. Gets it out to England on the wing. England's kicking out to Scales up top.
The Knights are being a little too hesitant. Even though these guys are big, they're going to have to take it at them, get a couple fouls called down low.
And they're going to have to try and get something. They can't just keep passing between these two guards. Inside to Bader, Bader to Gage, and Gage grabs his first 2 points.
A nice pass from Bader there as he saw Connor Gage posted up on the backside.
Cuts the lead down to 11 right now. Young's going to drive in, kicks it back out to Chisholm. Chisholm to Thompson. Quick pass to Statham out on the wing. Screen on Statham. Wide open Chisholm from just inside the 3. Can't make it, and Connor Gage grabs the rebound.
And I like to see that. Connor Gage getting tough down low.
As the guards are...
Hargis is running baseline, but they keep throwing opposite of him.
Hargis gets it down the corner, dribbles it out, back up to England. England back to Hargis. Hargis inside to Bader. Bader trying to post up, and he gets his first points of the game, too.
Muscled that one up. He had number 23 all over him. Haggerty was hanging all over him, and he muscled that one through the body.
Cape Central's going to get it into Thompson from 15, and he's going to cash his first points of the game, bringing it to a 28-17 game.
It's a timeout for Cape Central there. I believe the coach probably not upset with them offensively, but
zestier, cheesier, and always something new packed with fresh ingredients. Make sure to bring the kids on Wednesdays for only 99 cents. CC's Pizza in Farmington. We'll see you there.
Play outside. So we're back from the timeout. Ankrum's checked back in. And to Scales. Scales back to Ankrum. To England on the wing. Back to Ankrum up top. Ankrum throws it right back to England. England gets it to Scales on the wing. He's trying to find Ankrum inside. Ankrum gets double teamed, kicks it out to England. England back inside to Ankrum. Ankrum tries to get it to Connor, but a stole by Andre Statham. Statham's outside, they leave him wide open, but he can't make the 3. Rebound by Ankrum.
Hargis turned his back on the ball, but it ended up paying off there. He got a missed shot and a rebound.
I wouldn't trust that too often from what we've seen so far with Statham.
Would not. I wouldn't trust it for most of these players out here. It seems like everybody on the floor right now for Cape Central can hit it from outside.
Gage up top. Gets it to Ankrum up top. Ankrum pulls up for 3. Can't get it. Rebound by Scales. Scales goes up and cashes it in.
If I were the Knights, I would just pound it down low until Cape Central does something to prove that they're going to stop it.
Knights are looking a little too eager to shoot from outside as a foul on Connor Gage.
After that big run, the Knights are hanging around here in the second quarter. The score's been the lead's been at around 11 here for most of the second quarter. Mike Pinkley back in the game for Alex England. Alex England is playing hard out there. You can tell it's like being thrown into the fire with the team the caliber of Cape Central.
Pinkley's got the ball. Kick it down low to wide open Connor Gage. Beautiful pass by Pinkley.
A nice look as Statham left down low, tried to anticipate the pass, but Pinkley threw it to his vacated spot.
A couple of Tigers jumped out on the wing to Scales, as that's where the Knights have been passing all night long. As a steal by Scales there. Tries to get it to Pinkley, but that's what the Tigers were expecting. Al Young, and a foul called.
It wasn't a hard foul, but as I heard heard the refs talking to one of the coaches in the Farmington Invitational, anytime there's any kind of contact with the hand extended like that, they're going to call it almost every time now. It was a real big emphasis in the rules this year.
Another rule that was just made, as we just saw there, it's no longer when the ball hits the rim on a free throw. As soon as the ball releases his hands, the players can leave the lane and start fighting for the rebound.
That'll make things a little bit more exciting off of missed free throws.
Pinkley in the corner, right back out to Scales. Scales for three. No. Rebound by Hargis. Mishandles it. And timeout Cape Central.
We'll be back after this quick commercial break.
With everything always improving, why is our banking falling behind? With monthly service fees and ATMs that take your money right back. Introducing Kasasa. Free hard-working accounts. You'll earn when you bank and earn when you swipe. And get those ATM fees back in your pocket. Free checking with rewards. Carried locally at Belgrade State Bank. Do you Kasasa?
We're back here. Farmington High School. Farmington Knights against the Cape Central Tigers. Jack Pinkley along with Marcus Archer. Or I'm Marcus Archer along with Jack Pinkley, I guess. Farmington facing a team they beat in last year's sectional game, the Cape Central Tigers. Down 11 here with just under 3.5 minutes to play in the first half.
And Montgomery becomes the 6th Cape Central player to take the ball down the floor. The Knights are sticking around one player. It looks like every player from Cape Central has the ability to bring the ball down the floor and start the offense. Drive by Redden, rolls out, rebound by Pinkley, and stolen by Young.
I won't put that steal on Pinkley. He's got to have help from the guys behind him calling out when there's a wolf.
And Statham pulls up with 2 on him, and rebound by Pinkley again. And he kicks it down low to Hargis. Hargis inside to Ankrum. Ankrum denied.
Statham with a big block there. I don't think Ankrum knew that Statham was right behind him on his back.
Knights into Ankrum. Out to Pinkley, wide open for 3. And he gets it again. And that's Pinkley's 7th point on the night.
The Knights are shooting a very high percentage from 3 in this game, that's for sure. That's what's helping them hang around.
And drive by Statham, he misses. Ball's getting tipped around, Statham with the board, drives again, and there's a foul called.
I'm not sure I saw that, Jack. I don't know about you.
I didn't really, both players were straight up in the air, but they're gonna give the foul to Connor Gage.
I saw what they called a foul, but Connor Gage did not drop his arms at all. He was straight up and down.
Statham shooting, and he's gonna miss the first. As Pfister's gonna come in for Hargis and Bader in for Gage.
This may be one of the better lineup combinations against Cape Central, is with Ankrum and Bader both down low. Hopefully able to rebound a little better and get some more easy buckets down low.
As the lead has been hanging around 9, a stolen pass from Al Young.
That's about the 4th time he's done that tonight.
A miss. He's going to give it to Statham. Statham's going to pull it from just inside the free throw line. And Knights get away with that one.
They're getting way too many easy steals to Young there. Those passes out on the wing.
Scales outside. Gets it to Pfister. Pfister back to Scales. To Ankrum. To Pinkley. Pinkley's going to try some moves. Misses. Rebound Scales. He's going to throw it up. He's going to miss. Rebound by Cape Central. And another foul against the Farmington Knights.
That's a tough one right there. You teach your player, beat the man to the spot and stay lateral, which is exactly what Ankrum did, and they still called the foul on him on the body.
And Al Young with some more points. And from what we've seen so far this year, this is a low foul game. Usually by this time, teams are 10 fouls each, but we've got 8 combined here as Bader goes up with it, misses, ball's tipped up, rebound by Pfister, kick out to England.
And Ingram Pinkley was wide open calling for it, and England didn't see him.
Long pass to Pinkley. And he keeps it in. Pfister's got a wide open lane against Al Young. Tried to overdo it there.
Looked like he went kind of off the wrong foot, jumped from an awkward spot.
Inbound in pass, missed. Ankrum gets it. England's going to get it out to Pfister on the 3. Back to Ankrum. Ankrum's going to drive in, pull up, misses. Rebound by Statham.
Looks like Cape Central's going to do what they did in the first quarter and just pull it out here, up 11. As I said, the Knights, they took that big run, and then they've held this game with an 11 throughout this whole second quarter. They played Cape Central even. As there's an over and backcourt violation on Central Tigers.
And it looks like the Knights will be able to get the last shot here. Inbound pass to
10 under 10 to play here in the first half.
And foul on Redden. He'll grab his second foul of the game.
And that's not a bad call. What I think the Cape Central coach is going to do is just instruct his players to foul the Knights and keep them from getting a shot. If I were Coach Callahan, I'd get the ball into someone like Mike Pinkley, who's going to get a shot off.
And Pinkley throws up the layup. Rebound by Ankrum. Ankrum gets another rebound and puts it in. And that's how we'll end the first half.
And he cuts the lead to 9 after it was 11 for most of that second quarter.
So the Knights go down 9. As we
Zestier, cheesier, and always something new packed with fresh ingredients. And don't forget the wings for only 50 cents on Sundays and Mondays. CC's Pizza in Farmington. We'll see you there.
Ah, the $4 menu.
Pinkley hit a couple after that. They're going to have to keep that up if they want to have a chance to get back in this game. They're down 9 now, but they're not rebounding really well, so they're going to have to make their shots because they're not getting a whole lot of second chance opportunities. And we're going to go to commercial here. We'll be back for the second half. The Farmington Knights, Cape Central Tigers. Farmington down 35-26.
presents many options, yet grants us only one stomach.
Master?
How does one decide between the original double and cheese or the fresh guacamole steak burger, the garlic double steak burger, or an all-beef Chicago-style football?
How do you decide, Master?
Pictures.
The $4 menu, where all meals are under $4 at Steak and Shake.
Zestier, cheesier, and always something new packed with fresh ingredients. All you can eat for only $5.55. CC's Pizza in Farmington. We'll see you there.
America loves a fish fry. And in the Corktown part of Detroit, there's a place called Nancy Whiskey's that's famous for one. Nothing fancy, just a tasty good time. But you don't have to go to Nancy's for fish that taste that special. Just come on over to Long John Silver's. Rediscover the taste you love. Long John Silver's, we're America's fish fry.
Mineral Area College, your next step. Enroll today at mineralarea.edu.
Why must we wear these blindfolds, Master?
Fulfilling one's hunger at Steak and Shake requires heightened senses. The scent of handcrafted steak burgers, quick seared on the grill, singing in harmony with delicious hand-dipped milkshakes. Found it!
Come in for a handcrafted steak burger and milkshake at Steak and Shake.
Mineral Area College, your next step. Enroll today at mineralarea.edu.
Choosing from the $4 menu is not for the indecisive. Incredible values await. Behold the original double steak burger meal, the taco salad and chili cheese footlong meals, the garlic double steak burger meal.
What's that sound, Master?
Kung Fu elbow. Try it.
The $4 menu, where all meals are under $4 at Steak and Shake.
Oh,
big wave.
That is everywhere, isn't it?
Hey,
Jennifer, can you guys turn to each other and share?
Do you want to go get a Happy Meal?
This time it better not be a joke.
Who's excited about a Happy Meal?
Divorce has many fears. Losing a child doesn't have to be one of them.
Hi, I'm Jim Willis. I've been practicing law in the Farmington area since 1986. Divorce is a very difficult time. You don't have to go through it alone. Please give me the opportunity to help you.
Special sauce?
At an undisclosed McDonald's location, there is a club. Inside, the best of the best gather. And tonight, they welcome their newest member, Mr. LeBron James. And what does one serve the best basketball player in the world? The new Bacon Clubhouse sandwich, of course. 100% pure beef or chicken on a new artisan roll, all with our famous Big Mac special sauce. Because everyone deserves the best. There's something for everyone to love at McDonald's.
You should serve it to everyone.
We're always looking for better ways to do things. But with some banks, better for them isn't always better for you.
You've reached Megabank. Press 1 to hear your current balance. Press 2 to hear these options again.
Introducing free Kasasa checking. When you do stuff for us, like swipe your debit card or get e-statements, we make it even better for you with cash back and refunds on ATM fees. Kasasa, carried locally at Belgrade State Bank. Do you, Kasasa?
Achieving perfect balance is the key to a balanced life.
Do I achieve balance, Master?
Patience.
Mercy. Are you finally satisfied, Master?
I'm sorry?
I said, are you finally satisfied?
Come in for a handcrafted steak burger and milkshake at Steak and Shake.
Way, way down near the equator in the land of the tropics where the amazing Arabica tree grows, it can take up to 4 years for a tree to bear cherries. Then there's the picking, the sorting, the wet milling, the dry milling, the sorting again, the grading, the packing, the shipping, the blending, the roasting, the grinding, the taste testing, the taste testing, the taste testing, and finally, the brewing. And that's us, shedding light on the process of our unique blend that is always the perfect cup of McCafe coffee.
Mineral Area College, your next step. Enroll today at mineralarea.edu.
We're back here on Night Vision Media. Night Vision Sports, Marcus Archer, along with Jack Pinkley. Jack, that first half, the Knights started off hot, shot well from the outside, but a big run for Cape Central put them up 11. And then with just at the very last second, Jordan Ankrum tipped in his own missed shot, take the lead back down to 9. What do you think is going to be key here in the second half?
Well, what the Knights did amazing in the first quarter was post offense. They played great offense inside the paint, yet they continued to try to force shots from outside the three-point line. So if the Knights can figure out that this team cannot stop them in the paint and put the ball in the paint, make them stop in the paint, and then hit the outside shots, and they play some solid defense, they can come away here with a win.
We saw those touch fouls getting called, and I saw Al Young one time just let a guy go up inside the paint, afraid to get the foul call. So the Knights are going to have to take advantage of that.
As the Knights start here with the ball, Pinkley gets it. He's going to drive behind the back, spin, and layup. Doesn't finish the play, but it was a good play. As Redden has the ball. Redden's going to kick it out. Back up top to Redden.
Knights look like they're in a 2-3 zone here.
On the outside to Montgomery. Montgomery back up to Redden. Inside to Young. Young mishandles it. Stolen by Pinkley. Pinkley's he's gotten the ball stolen from a couple times, so he's got the mindset to slow it down. Hargis misses the three. And we've got a foul on Cape Central.
I believe it's on Haggerty there. Ref talking to Haggerty as he was not happy with the call, and the ref's not happy with the words he had to say. That's one thing Ankrum is good at. He gets in the head of the players that guard him.
Kick out to Ankrum, to Pfister. Pfister's going Kelly Olynyk with the headband tonight. Inside to Ankrum. Ankrum dribbles out to the 3 to Hargis.
I'm still waiting for Ankrum to get that ball and drive in.
Float pass to Pinkley. Pinkley out to Ankrum. Ankrum drives. Kick out to Pfister. Pfister shoots. Can't make it. Ankrum with the board, and Ankrum in. As Ankrum gets a putback, makes this lead 7. Knights first on the board in the second half.
Knights are going to need to rebound like that. They did not rebound well in the first half. They're going to need that if they're going to stay in this game in the second half.
And here's Redden driving in. And on the line, but Cape Central's ball. Gage with the block there.
Gage got to be careful. He had his hand straight up, and anytime you swing that arm down to block a shot, they're going to call the foul most of the time.
And Statham for 3, makes it.
That was too easy for him.
As 5 seconds called, they didn't get the pass in time. Cape Central will get the ball back.
Farmington's got to be aware of these shooters out on the perimeter.
And Montgomery drives. Gage tries to block. Missed shot. Thrown back up by Haggerty. Rebound by Statham. Statham dribbles out, and they're going to reset their offense.
Statham's tempted to pull up for that shot. He thinks he can hit it.
Redden also tempted. Out to Haggerty. Haggerty drives. Back to Montgomery. Montgomery drives. Blocked by Gage.
And they need that from him.
And the Knights aren't going to be able to do that as Cape Central is just a faster team.
It was a good idea, though. It didn't cost them anything. As Hargis is going to come out of the game here, give way to Alex England.
That play will work in the Christmas tournament, however, but when we're playing these teams from down south, it's not going to work as well.
Cape Central is athletic top to bottom.
Fade away by Ankrum. He's going to be off targets. As Statham brings the ball down the floor. He's got 10 points on the Knights. In the corner was Montgomery. He's going to kick it back out to Redden. Redden's going to drive. No, he's going to get it to Haggerty. Haggerty, Statham out on 3. Another 3. Air ball by Statham.
Good defense there for Jordan Pfister to get in his face without getting the foul call.
As England's going to take the ball up the floor. Seems to be when Hargis is out, England is the ball carrier. Whereas Pinkley is when Hargis is in.
Knights not spacing well. They have 2 players within a foot of each other. Looks like Pfister and number 5 down there for Cape Central are pushing on each other.
As Pfister goes up, misses. As Montgomery brings the ball. Kicks out to Young. Young fakes the 3. Into Haggerty. Haggerty from the baseline. Rebounded by Statham. Statham goes up and makes it.
If Connor Gage would just keep his hands straight up in the air, he would block almost every shot. He tends to drop his arms as they're coming down, as the shot goes up, though.
Pinkley's going to go on the screen by Ankrum. Passes it right back to Ankrum. Ankrum makes the long range 2. 1 foot back, and it would have been a 3.
This game's still within 10. It feels like Cape Central's in control, but it's still only a 10-point game. Just under 4 to play here in the third quarter.
Redden dribbles outside. There's Young. Young to Montgomery up top. Back to Young. Back to Montgomery. Gets it to Statham. Statham to Young.
And the Cape Central just there spreading it out. They know that there's no shot clock. They don't have to score again to win this game. I'll say this, is that after watching this team last year and seeing them this year, Cape Central is a much more disciplined team this year than they were last year.
Cape Central only lost 1 starter between this year and last year, and that was center Jamal Cox, who was Statham's counterpart and was a big part in the team. But it looks as though Montgomery is stepping in nicely to that role.
The Knights are going to have to match up here in order to force some counts. Cape Central, as I said, they can just hold the ball. And they know if they force the Knights out of that zone, that's going to open it up with their athleticism. That's what they're trying to do.
If they hold the ball for the rest of the game, they win. And high school doesn't have a shot clock.
They believe that Statham and Young and their guards are more athletic and can beat these guys off the dribble.
And Young drives in, kicks out to Redden. Redden's got the three, and he's going to make that one. So a 2-minute long possession.
And there's that little ticky-tack arm out, not really doing anything, but anytime that arm's extended, the refs are calling it this year. I'll take it. Down 13.
Misha did outlaw the hand checking on defense, which is how teams in this area play defense.
Well, that's how we were all taught to play. I know coming up, we're all taught, keep your hand just slightly extended.
Good play by Farmington, but once again, the speed and athleticism by Cape Central is just overpowering right now as Pfister grabs his first points of the game.
And Cape Central is going to get in that spread offense and just wait for Farmington to go man. Callahan doesn't like it.
Maybe they'll be able to use this game as a reason to get a shot clock instituted into high school basketball. As Montgomery drives in and gets the easy two. Time winding down here in the third. Cape Central has a protective 13-point lead. Pinkley drives in, tosses up a floater.
He was sort of off balance there all the way in. Here comes Montgomery.
Kicks out to Chisholm. And foul.
I mean,
on Alex England.
I'm not sure he touched him. You're right, though. We've seen a lot of games already. One of the games in the Farmington Invitational, I believe the championship game, had 40-something fouls, I believe they called in that game. Trying to make a point here that they're not going to allow the hand checking. Central backs it out again.
And so far combined in this game for both teams, first and second half, we've had a total of 12. So very low fouling game.
And Bader looks like he's got his thumb wrapped up. He did something wrong, unless he's just got a towel there, I guess.
That's just a towel he's wrapped around his hand. Looked like he had a little wrap on his hand, though. Chisholm drives in. He's going to pull up quickly. Missed shot. Tipped in. I don't know who tipped it in there.
I'm not sure if it was 42 for Cape Central. It may have even been off of Ankrum.
As Al Young gets called for the foul on the bump.
You see the coach for Cape Central subbing in. He's got no shortage of guards here as he's played a rotation of about 4 or 5 guys here. And every one of them is just as quick as the last one. Pinkley and Ankrum, the only 2 starters in for the Knights right now.
Ankrum pulls up, can't make it, and that'll be the end of the third. Cape Central 47, Knights 32.
Zestier, cheesier, and always something new packed with fresh ingredients. Make sure to bring the kids on Wednesdays for only 99 cents. CC's Pizza in Farmington. We'll see you there.
With everything always improving, why is our banking falling behind? With monthly service fees and ATMs that take your money right back. Introducing Kasasa. Free hard-working accounts. You'll earn when you bank and earn when you swipe. And get those ATM fees back in your pocket. Free checking with rewards. Carried locally at Belgrade State Bank. Do you, Kasasa?
As we get ready to start this fourth quarter, Cape Central jumped out to a 15-point lead there after a slowed down third quarter where Cape Central held the ball for most of it. And Cape Central will start out with the ball. They can hold the ball for 8 minutes if they want to here. They don't need to do anything to win this game.
I think that was simply the coach just basically daring Farmington to guard them man-to-man because they knew he feels like he's more athletic.
Inside to Statham. Statham grabs his own rebound. He goes up, and there's a foul. I'm going to call that a little flop there on Statham after the play.
He gets the Oscar there. That looked a lot worse than what it was.
As Ankrum gets called for the foul there.
As I said, though, I don't think Cape Central is necessarily trying to hold the ball as much as he was just daring Farmington to come out and guard them. They feel like that they're that 4 out of their 5 players, I think their coach thinks they can beat them off the dribble. It's proven to work so far.
Statham is 2 for 4 now on his free throws. England's going to get it to Scales. Hargison for Pinkley to start the fourth quarter, and foul on Statham.
Nice look there for England. Get it down low, as we said. Anytime that arm's extended, they're going to call it. Farmington keeps doing that. They can crawl back into this.
And Ankrum pulls up for 3, misses, and missed rebound by Hargis. Young's going to get it inside, mishandled by Haggerty.
That was a tremendous pass there. I'm not sure how he bounced that in between the 2 Farmington players. Ankrum's doing all he can to try to keep Farmington in this game, fighting with Statham down low and trying to hit outside shots.
Hargis is going to kick it to England. Ankrum pulls up for 3, and he's going to miss again. Cape Central with the miss, rebounded by Ankrum, as England's going to take the ball down the floor.
I think we both know, although Ankrum can hit that shot, that's not really the strength of his game. He's really good mid-range jumpers and in.
Hargis is going to get it to another mid, and there's the mid-range jumper, and it's going to fall in.
That's really his range right there. That's where he's really comfortable. Those 15-footers and in.
And he did not follow his shot there.
I'm not sure who the foul call's on there. Is Haggerty pushed Ankrum.
And they're going to give it to Haggerty.
They're going to give it to Haggerty. He pushed Ankrum as they were chasing after the ball. I was hoping they were going to give that to a Knight player. And this is really, I think that the biggest issue here for Coach Callahan and the Knights is not so much their starting lineup from a ball handling standpoint. It's when you get into the bench. Coach Callahan has already told me, as Hargis shoots a 3 and misses, that depth is a big concern for them this year. Once you get past that 6th player, there's a good chance when they get against these really athletic teams they could struggle.
Cape Central just completed 2 cross-court passes on this Knights defense.
And they're in that zone again. That's what they're doing. Central's just backing it out.
Inside to Montgomery to Haggerty to Statham. And they're going to reset it. And blocked by Scales.
That should have been a travel or something. Okay, they got him the rebound out of bounds.
Chisholm got blocked, tried to throw the ball in, hit it off of his teammate's leg, and it went back to Chisholm, who was out of bounds. Knight's ball blocked by Tyler Scales.
You see Coach Callahan reluctant to get into that man, knowing what's going to happen, but almost kind of looking at the Cape Central coach like, as Alex Ingen travels, another turnover. You see him looking at the Cape Central coach, kind of wondering, like, really what are you doing here? You're gonna score, you're gonna win this game scoring under 50, which is an extremely low scoring game right now for varsity boys basketball. We saw Potosi and West County earlier this year, wasn't just about a week ago, score into the 80s.
As Cape Central's going to go right back into what they've been doing in the second half.
And another rebound for the Cape Central Tigers.
And about a half an hour ago, the Central game ended at half. Central had a 49-11 lead, so that shows you how low scoring this game is.
Who are they playing?
They were playing DeSoto. And halfway through the fourth, Cape Central's got 50. Ankram's going to give it out to England.
Knights down 16. They kept it close for a long time. And they're down 16 now. We will see the Knights again in action in the Central Christmas Tournament. They'll have Perryville in the first round. And if they win that game, we kind of expect them to face Perryville in the second round. As Coach Callahan looks like he's going to take a timeout here, try to get something out of his guys. As I was saying, that Farmington will play.
Zestier, cheesier, and always something new packed with fresh ingredients. And don't forget the wings for only 50 cents on Sundays and Mondays. CC's Pizza in Farmington. We'll see you there.
Best guards in the area, but they don't have much past that. So once you get down low, Ankrum, I think Ankrum will be able to do everything he can against against West County.
And welcome back. As we were talking in the break, Jack, Central Christmas Tournament, Farmington's going to face Perryville first round. We expect them to win that game, and as I said, expect West County to win their game. And we look to a Farmington-West County matchup. You're talking about McBriar, the guard there. What do you expect to see in that matchup there? A tough guard there from the wing.
Well, in the first round, they do play Perryville, but both of these teams, 6th and 11th seed, they're very underrated. Perryville could be around a 7th to 8th seed, in my opinion. Farmington could be top 4. So both these teams are underrated. You can't look past Perryville, but if we do happen to beat Perryville and play against the West County Bulldogs, LeBrier's that all-around guard that every team strives to have. And then once you get past that, however, they kind of lack a little bit in skill. So if the Knights can get it to Ankrum, Gage, Bader, Pfister down low and power that inside game, they could get past West County and further advance it to tournament into a possible repeat.
Jack, that was the weirdest charge call I've ever seen as Young just bumped in. He bumped into Gage, and they called the charge on him. Gage didn't even move. And Young was just as confused as I was. So, yeah, we look hopefully as Pfister puts up a 3. Pinkley with the rebound. Callahan's got him up in a press now, but we look to a West County matchup. It could be a very good matchup. As you said, would be 2 guard-heavy teams, 2 guard-dominated teams, but Ankrum could have his way in a game like that. Connor Gage just sitting back here. He's going to have to get out on him. There's that little bump foul. I mean, it's not even a hand check. It's really, even if the offensive player creates the contact, they're calling the foul, which is just extremely odd to me. Coach Callahan, this game's still only within 14. Cape Central has controlled the whole game, Jack, but, I mean, the way the game's gone, you almost feel like it should be more like a 25-point game than a 14-point game. Cape Central slowed it down and just held on to the ball.
And then when you look at that fact, Knights have not been in control at all this game since that 6-0 start, and the fact that they're still in the game, they're only down 14 right now. It just kind of gives you hopes for the conference district when we play lesser teams, less athletic teams, I should say. When we play teams like that and we're not in control at all and we're only down by 14, gives you hope for when we go down there Central Christmas Tournament and play all that.
It's really been two things to me this whole time. I mean, obviously Cape Central has shot the ball well from outside and you know, hasn't really taken very many bad shots this game, but it's really been turnovers and rebounding. The Knights have committed a ton of turnovers. Al Young's has several steals tonight, just picking off a pass out on the wing and taking it in for a layup on the fast break. And then the Knights have not rebounded well at all here tonight. And it's not as though Cape Central is necessarily bigger than them. Cape Central has just been more disciplined down low to box out. Al Young goes up for another two.
Tipped out of bounds by Young as England tried to get Pfister in the corner. Into England for three. Can't get it. Rebound to Gage. Gage puts it up. Knights going into a press. Tipped out of bounds. Good defense by Jordan Pfister to stop the fast break.
I will say this, Jack. I mean, we lost, 7 players off last year's team and 4 starters. And this team is going to be completely different come February than they are right now. They're going to look a lot different. They're going to be much more disciplined. There's a foul on the floor. Pinkley got Young before he went up. And Hargis, who's been out for a while, is going to come back into the game now for Pinkley. I think a player like Alex England is going to become much more valuable as the season goes along, as he's had some he hasn't even had a whole lot of minutes, I'd say, last year playing in JV. Pfister and Waddell really dominated those teams last year, and Pinkley. And so this is England really getting thrown into the fire here early with some of the tough matchups they had. And a player like him is gonna really grow throughout the season. And so, as you said, it's a tough loss. It's going to be a tough loss here tonight, but it doesn't mean that there's not a lot to look forward to going forward.
As Hargis got called for that hand check foul, his first on the night. And they're going to get Ankrum on that foul there. Ankrum gathers his third foul with another bump foul. And as the Knights have switched over to man, those bump fouls have become more prominent as they get him another one. Nope, they're going to call it on Statham.
Ankrum thought he got a hook call there on Statham. As I said, the interesting thing here is I understand the hand check when that arm's extended and the defensive player bumps the guy with the ball, but the thing that they're calling a lot that's very surprising to me is when the offensive player creates the contact going into the defender, they're calling that even as a hand check type foul. It's very it's slowing down these games a whole lot. I know the point is to create more offense, more exciting games. That's the whole idea. It seems like in any sport with rule changes these days, but it really does more to slow the game down.
Statham converts both free throws. Gage inside, outside Ankrum on the three. Missed three by Ankrum.
I believe that shot had a chance. Ankrum was wandering a little, didn't quite set his feet when he came down with it. And threw it off a lot. Ankrum really upset with the foul call. The ref allowing it, knowing that he's not angry. He's not yelling at the ref or anything. And that's 5 on him. So he'll foul out of the game now. Ankrum really with most of the Knights' offense. Bader will finish out the game for him this last minute and a half, minute 24 seconds.
As there's that passion we talked about before the game from Jordan Ankrum.
And I do like one thing, and a lot of times you might see the refs really go after a guy right there because he was really upset with that. But the refs, I think, kind of understanding, that these refs are here year in and year out, and they know these players, and so I do appreciate the fact that they let Ankrum show a little emotion, understanding that it had nothing to do with them really. Just a frustrating night. He really is responsible for most of the Knights' offense here tonight, though. Jack, let's be honest here. They're playing an extremely athletic team here in Cape Central. As you said, Statham, after 1 year of football, getting looked at by Mizzou, or does he have an offer, you said?
He received a scholarship offer from Mizzou.
To play tight end, I believe you said. And Al Young, supposedly being looked at by Oregon. And we know what they do on the offensive side of the ball. So an extremely athletic team that you're not going to see very often in this area.
I don't know if anyone remembers, but first quarter alley-oop from the Cape Central Tigers, and that takes a lot of athleticism to pull off.
And Al Young is 6 feet tall. So, and he went up with ease. Pfister hits a 3 here.
And he's got to go up an extra 4 feet to dunk that ball. Timeout Cape Central with 41 seconds left in the game.
It's still kind of interesting because of the way Cape Central is played. Just, like I said, almost daring Farmington to get into that man-to-man offense. It's 41 seconds left, and Cape Central's going to pull this win out more than likely, but still, the game's only within 15 points here, as it feels like it should be more like 25, as we said earlier. And like you said, Jack, that does offer a lot of hope for the future, like looking forward to the rest of the season. And I can already tell a player like Alex England, who's got a lot of clock tonight, looking more and more comfortable out there. At first, when Al Young and those guards went out to guard him, you could tell he just looked like, oh man, this is about to get real out here. These guys are fast. These guys are quick, and he's gotten more and more comfortable. Hopefully, Coach Callahan can get a regular rotation here as we go through the season. And one big thing that's missing tonight, I mean, let's face it, they've got a lot of turnovers. Grant Waddell, the starting point guard, has not played tonight due to a groin injury. And when they suit up again next week for action in the Christmas tournament, he's going to be a welcomed addition back into this Farmington team.
As Farmington fouls, Connor Gage gathers his 3rd foul. 31 seconds left. Knights down 15.
I mean, I think as we've seen here tonight, if the Knights can get good spacing, Jack, they can hit some shots from outside. And I believe with Waddell, who can really fill it up, he averaged about, I think it was 23, 24 points a game last year in JV. If you got him and Pinkley, Pfister, and Hargis out there on the wing, you're going to be able to create some havoc for teams that try to play you zone.
And as we said in the Christmas tournament next week, the teams are going to be slower and less athletic, as they're the local teams in the area. So the games will get better as the season goes along, as we start playing conference teams.
If the Knightheads do win out in that Central Christmas tournament and make it all the way to the finals, they'll face Potosi for the first time of the year.
Most likely.
And they've got probably what is next to Jordan Ankrum, the best player in this area in Coleman down low. he had 48 one game, I believe, about 2 weeks ago. So he's capable of filling it up.
Yeah, if you take Jordan Ankrum and take out the emotions shown in the game, you'll get Coleman. And that's going to end it for the Farmington Knights. Callahan not angry at the loss. He knows that this team's very athletic. He's maybe just happy with how his team played. Final score is Cape Central 57, Knights 41.
As we said, Jack, this team's going to be very different a month or two from now than they are right now. I think we start getting into toward the end of January and February with all those home games, we'll be able to see a lot more about the Knights. We'll be back covering the next game for the Knights. Will be, if they beat Perryville, we will cover the second round of the Central Christmas Tournament here on Night Vision Media on our YouTube channel. So be sure to check that out and stay tuned. We'll go to the KFMO Sports bracket page to check out the dates and times for that tournament. And that'll do it here for us. Marcus Archer for Jack Pinkley. See you next time here on Night Vision Sports.
The $4 menu presents many options, yet grants us only one stomach.
Master?
How does one decide between the original double and cheese or the fresh guacamole steak burger, the garlic double steak burger, or an all-beef Chicago-style footlong?
How do you decide, Master?
Pictures.
The $4 menu, where all meals are under $4 at Steak and Shake.
Zestier, cheesier, and always something new packed with fresh ingredients. All you can eat for only $5.55. CC's Pizza in Farmington. We'll see you there.
America loves a fish fry. And in the Corktown part of Detroit, there's a place called Nancy Whiskey's that's famous for one. Nothing fancy, just a tasty good time. But you don't have to go to Nancy's for fish that taste that special. Just come on over to Long John Silver's. Rediscover the taste you love. Long John Silver's, we're America's fish fry.